How is the real estate market today in the Raleigh, North Carolina area? Oh my goodness, things have been changing, but I don't know if they're changing quite the way you might think they are changing. So definitely stay with me till the end to find out what we as realtors think about the Raleigh, North Carolina real estate market. And welcome back. So how is the real estate market in the Greater Triangle area? Raleigh, Cary, Solid Springs, Morrisville, Durham, Chapel Hill. As you know, if you're watching this video, you're probably a buyer considering moving to Cary, to Raleigh, or you are a seller that has just been waiting to see when your house is going to be selling. That is the thing. We are definitely seeing a shift from a perspective of how long are the homes staying on the market. However, the inventory is still extremely low. We haven't had such a low inventory in years, right? And so if you are a home seller and you're seeing the homes stay more on the market, it is something normal because buying power has decreased considerably. However, if you are a home buyer that is considering moving to Cary or Raleigh, anywhere in the vicinity of Raleigh, you are going to notice that homes are still selling, right? So they're selling for a great price. We are not seeing a slowdown from perspective of, people not wanting to buy. However, what we're seeing is that people are not offering quite $100K anymore on top of ask price. They're not saying, yes, we'll give you, Mr. Home Seller, 2 months for free in rent. They are more thorough when it comes to looking at the house. And why do you think that is? Because right now, instead of paying 4% on an interest rate, they are going to be paying 5.75. So it's not as much of an easy thing to just buy and say, my mortgage is going to be $400 less, so it's okay with me to just change the carpet or change that HVAC system or that roof. What we're seeing is that the real estate market in the Raleigh, North Carolina area is still extremely hot. However, more days on the market are coming. By the way, I do have other videos on my YouTube channel, one with our preferred lender, Johan Alvarez, where we go through the numbers on how are the rates affecting you. If you want more details on how the current rate is going to affect your mortgage, and keep in mind, when you look at homes on Realtor.com or Zillow, Trulia, you might not look at the whole picture, right? So when you're looking at the new rate, you need to also look at the HOA amount, at the rate itself, at the interest rate, property insurance, all of these other expenses that will be included in your monthly mortgage. So if you are in the market to purchasing a home, you can't just look at principal and interest. You are going to have to look at everything and take everything in consideration to see how the new rate is affecting your overall monthly payment. That being said, I do have other videos. We do have a lot of footage on neighborhoods in Cary, in Raleigh, in the area. If you want more information on neighborhoods, on rates, on numbers, please connect with me and I will hook you up with our lenders, with everyone that you might need in order to secure a loan at the moment. In the end, what I'm going to say to you as a home seller and as a home buyer is that the Raleigh, North Carolina area is still extremely hot. We're not seeing a slowdown from how hot the area is. If you're Googling Raleigh, Cary, Apex, they are still coming as top places to live in the USA. You have Duke University, you have an international airport, you have amazing schools for your kids, you have magnet schools, charter schools, by the way, a bunch of other videos of mine that cover greenways and schools and other neighborhoods, so please look at those as well. But overall, the real estate market in the Greater Triangle area is still very hot, low inventory, higher interest rates, lower buying power. However, we are not seeing a crash, just like a lot of people are asking us and thinking that there's going to be a crash, just like the one that was way back 2008. It is a completely different thing. I will end with the fact that a lot of you think that when you look at the news and you see there's a crash coming and all of these opinions, you are looking at the news that are talking about a general shift and crash in the US. But US is huge and the Greater Triangle area is just what it is. Real estate is local. You cannot look at Apex, Raleigh, Cary the same way as you look at potentially other markets in California or in New York, New Jersey, where homes are super expensive from the beginning. That being said, you can still buy a house in the Raleigh area at $500,000. Yes, you're going to see that $1 million right now is the hot new trend, especially for the Cary area and for the hot areas surrounding Raleigh. So it is going to affect you as a home buyer. However, the market is definitely a busy market. There's a lot of demand, just less buying power. For more information, please connect with me. YouTube is our favorite channel, but we are on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. The Prosperous agency is there. I've been serving the Greater Triangle area for 10 years, sold hundreds of homes. I am here without any scripts and just the way you see me with all of my videos. Just connect with me. My information is going to be right there. And let's make a deal. Let's get you into a house and let me help you sell your house and help you profit the most I can with your sale. Take care. Have a beautiful rest of your day.